Once upon a time, there was a boy who loved to learn about space. His dream was to one day be a spaceman who could go and visit the stars. Little did he know that his dream was about to come true. It all started when he had a special visitor. The visitor was also a boy, and he wanted to learn about Earth. "Can you teach me about Earth?" said the visitor. "Sure," said the boy. "Earth is where I live. The sky is blue, the grass is green. We have one sun that comes up during the day and one moon that comes up at night." "Cool. Now I will teach you about space." So the boys jumped into the visitor's spaceship and away they flew, all the way to space. First, they visited the sun. It was huge, 109 times as big as the Earth. Then, they visited the small planet that is closest to the sun, Mercury. On Mercury, the gravity is much less than on Earth, which means that things weigh less. In fact, on Mercury, a kid could probably lift his own mom. Then they visited Venus. The visitors said that Venus spins very slowly. This means the days are very long. How long? One day on Venus is as long as 243 days on Earth. Then they zoomed past Earth and headed to Mars. Mars is red, which might make you think it is hot, but it is not hot. In fact, in winter, the temperature can drop to as low as negative 191 degrees. Then they headed through the asteroid belt. They had to dodge asteroids. First they dodged left, then they dodged right, then they dodged up, then they dodged down. That was close. Then they made it to Jupiter, the biggest planet in the solar system. Jupiter has over 60 moons, and the gravity on Jupiter is much stronger than on Earth. Your mom would not be able to pick you up on Jupiter because you would weigh about 150 pounds. Next, they visited Saturn and looked at its awesome rings. Up close, they could see that they were not rings at all, but in fact, billions of pieces of rocks, dust, and ice spinning around the planet. The next stop, Uranus. This planet spins on its side and has a ring that spins like a Ferris wheel. Because of the way Uranus spins, on some parts of the planet, it can be nighttime for more than 40 years. Then they stopped at Neptune, the farthest planet from the sun. This planet has the most storms of all the planets, and its storms can be 3 times as powerful as the most powerful storms on Earth. Finally, they visited Pluto. Pluto used to be called a planet, but is now known as a dwarf planet. It is actually smaller than Earth's moon. It was about that time that the little boy heard his mother calling him home for dinner. When the visitor dropped the boy off at home, they promised each other they would go on another adventure soon.